Yeah, and I can point this at me if you want. All right, cool. Well, actually, I'm probably gonna go change my shorts too because these things are a little bit dirty. That there. Well, she said something about a speaker right there.
Yep.
What's that?
It's a move over, I'm too close to.
Yeah, it's just that it's so humid and terrible.
It has been. And in the house, we have, because you have the air on, I was cold in the house.
Honestly, I'd rather be cold right now. Did you say that you guys have your blocks?
I do have blocks in there.
And straps?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
There you go.
Oh, it's all good. I'm liking the vibe that he's putting out there right now.
He always comes in and stretches, relaxes.
That's good. That's the sort of the point of yoga-ish. Yeah. So my name is Jude. I was with you guys the day of the workshop that we had here. And obviously you guys are all excited, so I figured like might as well just do it right now, get this over with. So my intention of this class is to finish up this teacher training and learn something. So as I said today, you guys are my teachers. I'll try and lead you through it. This is a class that I wrote, and it's a Vinyasa flow, which means I just take different pieces and make them sort of flow together. So is there any sort of injury? Was there something? Did you have anything? Sciatica. That's like spine stuff, right? Down the leg. Okay. All right. I'm wondering
That's
if
why
I
it sometimes uses the
uses
wall.
the wall.
and
Okay.
the pose. But his balance, your balance is down. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have us close our eyes, sit in that nice straightened spine position, and take some breaths in through the nose, and you can exhale through the mouth. And normally we'll do through the nose the whole time. But for this, breathe in and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. I'll let you guys set an intention for whatever you wish that you want to attain out of this class. You don't have to say it out loud. You just think it right now. With our eyes still closed, bring your hands this is when we're gonna start our warm up, and I was going to say for our warm up, sun salutations till we sweat. And I'm already sweating, like humidity and I guess maybe some butterflies.
There you go.
Some Vinyasa. Yeah, so let's do the wrists. And it's a pretty standard one that she probably does with you guys too. You know, like your arm rotations and anything you guys want to do. Just rolling your cuffs. The crow is my peak position that I wanted to do, and that was the one where we're on our hands trying to balance. So really, we're trying to probably more of an upper body.
Okay.
So let's try and breathe in, and as we do, let's put our hands up. And then exhale and twist one way. Breathe in, hands up. Exhale, twist the other way. Looking behind you too. Oh, yeah.
I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, see, and I thought I wouldn't sweat because I've been doing like concrete and stuff. Then getting tan. Let's go. Breathe in and arms up. And then sweep down one way. Then arms up. And sweep down the other way. Arms up. We're like a flourish, you know, you're sweeping like you're sort of bowing. And let's sit back and do some foot and ankle. So twist your ankles a little bit, circles with your ankle one way, then circle with your ankles the other way. Now let's go circles with your knees one way. And the other way. Let's try the other ankle. Little circles with the ankle. And then the other way. And then knee circles. So how you guys been?
Great. Yeah. Loving the class, especially.
That's good. Circles the other way. And then let's make our way to a tabletop position. Hands and knees. Oh yeah. Let's do a little bit of the cat and cow. You're gonna breathe in and sort of scoop your back like it's got too much snow on it. And then you're gonna breathe out and make a McDonald's arch. Sorry for the terrible reference. Oh yeah. Just breathe in. Up. And then breathe out. So has Ignacia talked with you guys about that Ujjayi breath?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I suppose we can sit and just practice that for 20 seconds, 30 seconds. If you guys already know it, I just want to hear a little bit of ocean. So breathe in, through the nose, breathe out with keeping your mouth closed, but like you're pushing through your mouth. I feel like you guys are probably pretty familiar with sunset animations, aren't you?
We still like it, you still call it, they're gonna call it. but-
Yes, yeah, yep. I'll call them out. Yeah. So we'll start in our planted position, hands down, at attention. Looking forward, yes. Let's see some active fingers. Jazzy. And as we breathe in, take your hands up. Breathe out through the nose and bend all the way over. So put your hands flat on the ground. And breathe in halfway up with your fingertips. Yeah, yep, okay. And then breathe out and 1 foot back in a high lunge position. And breathe in, other foot, back. And breathe out, get down into the plank position. Breathe in, upward dog. And breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in and step forward with your right foot. Put it between your two hands. And we're gonna go ahead, stretch that lunge, get your groin down in there real good. Yeah. And then breathe out, step forward. Breathe in, half up. And let's breathe out and go fold forward again. On this breathe in, let's take it all the way up to the top, hands up. And breathe out, hands to heart center. Breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, all the way folded over. Breathe in, half up. Breathe out, lunge position, stepping back with the opposite foot. Breathe in, upper plank. Breathe out, down to knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Let's hold this for a second. This is one of our sort of working towards that pose. On the next major inhale, we can step forward with 1 foot. And step forward with your right foot. Or the opposite. Breathe in, half up. And breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, hands up. And breathe out, prayer position. There's coming the sweat right there. You guys want to do another one? Sure. All right, let's try it. I'll try and say as much of the Sanskrit as I have. So we're in Tadasana here. Hands up. Ooh, this is like probably the raised mountain. Let's bend over to Padangusthasana. I know that one. Grab your toes next to it. Inhale, half up. And then step back to the high lunge with your right foot. Other foot. And exhale, drop down knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step forward to your right foot. Step forward to the left foot. Just do a half up inhale. And exhale down. Raise up, inhale, hands up. And hands to heart center, exhale. Now let's do the left side one more time. Hands up, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Hands up for halfway. And let's step back. Inhale other foot. Exhale down. Inhale upward dog. Exhale Ardha Baddha Konasana. Ardha. Oh, I got another somewhere. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. That's what it is. Downward dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Step forward, left foot, inhale. Exhale, other foot forward. Inhale, half up. Exhale, let's fold. Inhale, raise your arms. And exhale to the heart. Now that was 2 full sun salutations, and I don't know how you guys aren't sweating. So now we'll do this class that I designed for you guys. And we'll start with the Parsvatanasana. From this position, let's step back with our right foot, sort of almost like you're in a lunge.
A 90 degree, 45 degree?
45. Yes, and arms behind your back. This was an inhale. On the exhale, let's bend forward like you're bowing to your foot on the exhale. Let's hold it right there. You don't need to lock your legs or anything, and the bent knees are good. You want to feel it between your groin and the back of that leading thigh. And then let's step forward and exhale and put your hands at your toes like we're bent forward to Padangusthasana. Then let's step back like to the high lunge, almost like we're right in that sun salutation. Inhale. And the other foot, exhale. And let's inhale again. And on the exhale, drop down to the floor into Chaturanga, which is the tension position. Then upward dog. And downward dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And let's step forward into the forward fold. Half up, inhale. And bend, forward, exhale. Now rise into your chair on the inhale, Uttanasana. And let's step back into warrior 1. So your right foot back again at the 45, arms up. And breathe out, turn your body, and turn your foot to a 90 to back. And here we are in Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Let's sink into that front groin. You want to feel it. On the next exhale, let's bend forward and touch the floor with our left hand near the outside of your left foot. This is Parsvatanasana, a side angle. And let's put your hands down all the way, and then bring your other foot back to Chaturanga. And exhale, down. And inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. So sit in this for just a second. We're gonna walk you forward into a simple crow. So when you are ready, you can start to walk forward a little bit, and as you're almost halfway there, bend your arms a little. You want to be with your knees on the outside, and maybe just do some rocks, just enough to sort of almost get the idea of putting your weight on your elbows or the backs of your arms. like so. But it will be a little bit more of just practice for now.
It's a lot of weight on my
Yeah.
wrist.
Okay, so let's see here. I think that we can, let's just not even, yeah, don't, yep, just right there. That's perfect. Yeah, that's,
But yeah, what I tried to do,
Yeah.
fold, it was
okay, yeah.
too much on my.
That's good then, right there, because you don't ever want to hurt yourself. And
Right.
when I was doing this practice initially, I was holding the crow on my guard for probably 15 minutes and I did sort of feel it after
Yeah.
the next day. I was like, oh wow, like, okay.
Yeah, I had carpal tunnel surgery on it, so
Okay.
it still doesn't have, this one felt fine, but this one right away, just like,
Yeah, the tingling and stuff. Yeah, I hate it. Yeah. All right, so once we are done doing that little practice, let's step back and let's just step right back into that downward facing dog again. And your body's making a triangle. Try and flatten your feet too. And you want to be looking at your belly button if you can. And then let's go down to our knees on a nice gentle exhale. And then sit back on your butt. And put your head on the ground and sort of just rest it for a second. This is Balasana, child's pose. Give her a good rest. And then on an inhale, let's come up to that tabletop sort of again. And let's lay down. It's okay, we can lay this time because we're gonna go into the locust, the Shalabhasana. And that is, imagine a boat with your arms back and you're flying, yeah.
Palms inward or forward?
I go in, yes, facing like you're almost in a Tadasana. But you're stretching your back, and then let's lay it back down. And let's go push up gently to Chaturanga, arms at about a 90 degree. And then let's go to downward facing dog. And let's inhale and walk it forward. Exhale, full forward all the way. Inhale, half up. And one more bend over. Inhale up to Samasthiti. And then we will do our left foot back for the Parshvattanasana. Inhale, step back. Left foot to the 45, front foot forward, arms behind your back. Exhale, bend forward and bow that leg. And let's stretch that for a second there. Inhale, on your exhale, let's step forward and grab your toes in Padangusthasana. And let's inhale and step back with one leg. Exhale, step back with the other. And then when we next exhale, we'll drop down into Chaturanga, which is the flat sort of position. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And let's step forward on the exhale. And let's rise into the chair on the inhale, Uttanasana. And on the exhale, let's step back with our warrior. So our left foot, left back. And then on the next exhale, turn 90 on the back foot. Yep, and then we can lean forward and put our right foot on the outside, or our right hand on the outside of our right foot. And this is the side angle, Parsvakonasana. So if you actually can, point towards me with that top hand. You want it, do you mind if here, can you take this and try and, reach over. Yeah, like that, sort of. Yeah, it's like, yeah, almost like you're swimming. Okay. And then let's step forward. Our hands down, and then, yes, okay. My apologies there. Let's exhale and step back with one foot. And inhale and step back with the other. Exhale down into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we'll step forward, and you can practice your crow again. So don't, if you're feeling some stress on that wrist, I wouldn't put too much on there. But that form is really looking good there, Laura. I can see it.
I usually do this.
All right, there it was. I saw it. I did see it.
Yeah, and it's trying to distribute my palms in the right way.
Yeah, it's almost like you're cupping the inside of your hands. So you're using really your fingertips and your palms.
Because
Like-
it takes it off the wrist.
Yeah, if there's an egg underneath the center of your palm, or like you're not trying to squish something right there, so you're really. Mm-hmm. So then when we're ready, we can just step back into that downward facing dog again. You might just imagine a triangle. And then let's go down to our knees, and we're gonna make our way into child's position. Balasana to get a little rest after that crow. Yeah, I said I was gonna be a sweaty crow, and I really am. I like the moments. Honestly, child's pose is just so comfortable. Let's breathe here for a little bit, in and out. And on your next inhale, let's come up to our tabletop, which is gonna just drop us right back down onto our chest, like we're laying flat down. Inhale and lift your body like it's a bow and arrow. Imagine that your arms are the strings connecting. Ooh. Yeah. Shavasana, the locust. And then, you ready? Let's put our hands back to the ground. And inhale to the Chaturanga. And then breathe in. Let's step forward. And bend forward all the way and exhale everything you got. Inhale and go half up. Exhale again and bend. And let's inhale to Samastiti. So if my time is right, I haven't even looked at the clock in a while. Yeah, that's not bad.
Are you ahead or behind?
Well, I'm probably like 10 minutes fast.
Huh?
Which, you know, that's not too bad. So. Let's go ahead and make our way to the ground in a seated position, however you want to do that. Vinyasa. Let's go legs forward. And this is like a Tadasana, but on the ground. And this is the cool down phase. And one of the jokes that they say is, you know why we're doing this? There's a guy in the class. Can't just go for it. Let's sit for a second. I'm just gonna stretch out a little bit myself. I've been running the jumping jack and doing all sorts of.
Doing concrete work, you said?
Yeah, well, for Jansen Concrete.
Huh?
And then when you're ready, inhale really well and exhale and grab your toes. Paschimottanasana. You want to keep your chest sort of open. Great form, good form. You guys are both. You guys are teachers today. If you just picture every second that you spend stretching, you're really working those muscles. Like, I don't think I could barely touch my toes hardly in high school. Now I can. There you go. So we can exhale and lay back and put your feet in a foot position. Lay back with your hands in a mudra, your pointer finger and thumb, Supta Baddha Konasana. That is the reclined butterfly. The reclined bowing butterfly. And then you can lay your feet flat down into Shavasana pose. It's like Tadasana, but just laying nice and flat. You open your hands by your side, face palms up. Very good, Laura. And good job, Bill. And this is the final pose. Some say it is the most difficult pose. And let's feel all the muscles in your body, starting with your toes. And let's relax them all. So feel your feet. Thank them for everything that they do. And breathe in. Feel the energy that is going up through your calves. heart. If you want to let it out through your mouth on this one, go ahead. Let it out. Breathe in. When one realizes that we are truly a tiny speck, and we really know nothing. The teacher is humbled, and the student becomes the master. Breathe in and out. And let's come back here. Move your fingers around. And your toes and feet. Roll. Just come back to our breath a little bit. Roll over to your right side whenever you're ready. Almost into a fetus position. inhale for Om and 3 Shantis. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Keep your hands together and rub. Keep your eyes closed. You want to make some heat. Place it over your eyes, palms. Rub over the back of your head, down your spine, along your shoulders, down the center of your spine, down your legs. Namaste. Well, I feel like I owe you guys a drink in the free class.
This was great. You did a good job.
Oh my gosh. Tell the teacher that, please.
You did a good job. You got a great voice.
Yeah. You know, I was a DJ